Hello, beloved ones. Are you holding back from evolving into the person that your soul longs to be? That's the question that I want to ask you. Why are you playing small? Why are you shrinking? And if you feel like, no, how I'm not shrinking, look at the outside because the external always affirms what is within, right? So, Hamza is my name. I'm a freedom illuminator, human MRI psychic surgeon, helping high achievers to finally break free from generational toxic relationship imprints, patterns, and curses so that they can embody their emotional independence, their spiritual and sexual sovereignty, and attract the love that honors their worth. And if this is you, welcome, or even ignite the passion in your relationship. Because at times you may feel like there are problems in your relationships, but the problem is you are not being your authentic self. You are not fully embodying your light. You are not allowing your soul to express itself through you. And one thing that I've experienced in life that I just want to share with you shortly, there is nothing as irritating as somebody who shows up as a perspective of themselves that doesn't exist. You are not being safe. You are not protecting yourself from any shit. It stinky. Your when you showing up in that inauthenticity, it's kind of like there is a stinking energy that comes from you. Because the whole humbleness that is kind of like an illusion, it's irritating people. Because at a core, you are this big, great, magnificent person, but then you want to act out like you are nothing. What the heck are you doing? Why are you doing that to yourself? So I'm just here to ask you, where are you confusing unconditional love with codependency? Because I find that a lot of people, this is a big one. A lot of people will stay in relationships that they know they are not meant to be. And they hold into an illusion that, but I love my partner. I'm unconditionally loving and all the nonsense, or somebody does something and you stay there, you are being cheated, and you come and tell us the bullshit of, but I have forgiven. But you know deep within you, you are bleeding. Some of you are fooling yourself with some, my guides say this, because the truth of it, there is no guides, there is no love, whatever unconditional love, there is no forgiveness that will allow you to be in a place where you cannot be fully yourself, where you cannot fully allow your true being to express itself. There is no love that can do that. True love, it honors who you are at a soul level. True love frees you and everybody else because you know you deserve love, and so is everybody that you are with. I was in an amazing relationship, marriage, and I'm saying amazing because the truth of it is 70% it was amazing, but the 30% was gonna cost me my sole purpose. And I knew, here's the thing, especially when you're talking about a person of integrity, at the core of my being, even like some parents, because some of the things, when you've seen things happening from childhood around you in society, in your environment, and like I said, we confuse the strength of holding into bullshit, keeping up with all the nonsense, holding on, and all the appraisal that comes from. That's a true woman who can tolerate shit. That's a true woman who sat through and fought for her marriage, for her man, and all that forever. This is what we've seen being praised, and we believe that's where our power has to be used. Now imagine when you turn around and you start using your power where you get to create, not where you are overcoming. You are overcoming something, overcoming being cheated on, overcoming physical abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse. What if you use your strength to create something that turns you on, right? But you've seen where your strength was used to survive. And you are still stuck in there. You are still stuck in survival patterns because that's what you saw. That's what you witnessed. Those are the imprints that you were born in from the time that you were conceived. And you confuse that with power. But that's not where you are meant to use your power. So you get to let go of all the appraisal that have been appraised to women for many generations, and remind yourself that you are a different person and you came here to rewrite all of that. So stop being in situation that does not allow you to grow, because when you're talking about relationship where you are fully in love, it gets to celebrate your greatness. It gets to support who you being. And I'm giving an example with myself. I was in an amazing relationship, as in like 70% okay, but it was not fulfilling, especially if it was taking away the most important thing. That is my spiritual work. That is my soul work. That is my calling. When that is taken out of that relationship, there was no need for me to be there, because I knew I was going to exit this planet earlier that my soul intended to. Because the truth of it is, you may still be here in your physical form, but if at all your soul feels like it's not safe, it's not free to express and create what it's here to express, it may decide to check out. That's why most of you just exist. You are not fully alive, because you are confusing unconditional love with codependency. You are confusing forgiveness with codependency. You are still making decisions based on your wounds, your fear of what is going to happen. What if I don't find somebody else? And then you come and give us the bullshit story that I have forgiven. Are you really serving the people who are looking up to you? Because I couldn't live with myself. When I said yes to this work, and I imagine sitting in front of people, telling people what I'm telling them, and then when I go home, I go into the toxicity that I'm trying to tell everybody else, get out of that toxicity. I couldn't live with myself. So I had to walk the walk. And I know there are many people who are still giving us the whole story of unconditional love, but it doesn't come through within them. They do not embody it because they make decisions from the wounds. And sometimes, even when you may say, I'm intuitive and all that, there are people who are, they can see, as in like whatever, psychic, intuitive and all that. But the truth of it is, when it comes to the consciousness, it's at the level that you're at. You know, if at all you are being led by fear in your life, you're going to see from that fear. And even your messages that you're getting, because you get to filter whatever that is coming through, you get to filter it depending on what, if at all your wound is more louder, that means it's going to be louder. It's going to tell you what you want to hear. And then you say, oh, I've been told to wait a little bit. Just tell us that you're afraid. Some of you are not gut level honest with yourself. You tell yourself stories as if you are talking to sort of like a young child or something like that. And then you are surprised that your partners are lying to you, are cheating you and all that. Why would they be faithful and commit to you and respect you if you're not respecting yourself? Sometimes you get to just be honest with yourself. Are you respecting yourself? Are you making decisions that honor your purpose? Are you really going towards something that honors you, that turns you on, that inspires you? Are you being pulled by something bigger than you, or you are being pushed by desperation? Because that means you're going to create more of that desperation. Because here's the thing. You are in a relationship that doesn't value you. You are walking on eggshells on a daily basis. It doesn't matter what positions you may have at work. It doesn't matter how much money you have. At the end of the day, if you are still using the same strategy that you use for you to excel in your business or career life, when you get home, especially because a lot of people often, they are more holding into the external status, the position, how people perceive them, right? So if that is coming from, I want to be seen as somebody who's successful in my relationship and also at work and all that, you're just going to settle for somebody else, you know, or find somebody who's not respecting you but just staying because you provide. I mean, this is happening for both men and women. There's no, we can't just say it's only women, it's both sides, you know, and you settle for that. You tolerate that. Actually, you are buying love. And at times, actually, this buying love, it happens even within family, where you are using whatever resources that you have for you to be respected, to be loved, to be seen, to be heard. But deep within, you feel empty. There is a void from within you. And it calls you to connect with yourself. Because the external can't give you what you can't give yourself. The external is a mirror, it's affirming what is within you. And when you are holding into the external status, how you are perceived and all that, you're going to stay in those relationships, yet you are in pain. You are disrespecting yourself. You are disrespecting your passion and purpose. You value how you are perceived outside rather than what is within. You are dimming your light instead of growing beyond and beyond because you are afraid of making your partner insecure. Here's the thing, I always say, even for men, if you're a man and you're in a relationship with somebody or you married somebody who somehow you wanted somebody who sees you and there's like they just worship you or something like that, that means you married from the ego. This is somebody who loves you like with everything, and they'll tolerate all the bullshit, all the disrespect and all that. But on the other hand, as much as they're tolerating all the nonsense, the truth of it is they're going to hold you back, because as much as they may, like, you may have big dreams and all that, you want to grow, you want to evolve, they don't want to hold space for you to evolve at the level that you are called to as well, because they're afraid that if you grow at the level that you are meant to, you may find somebody else and leave them. And the same thing applies to women. And the most creation happens even when we are making love. If you are in toxicity and all that, and then you go and make love with somebody else, what the fuck are you creating in that moment? How can you separate yourself to say, I know this is how somebody treats me, how they talk to me and all that, and then you allow that energy to merge with you, despite all the words that they say, how they're looking down on you, whatever that they're saying, and you are allowing all of that to penetrate you, and you think you're going to go out there and create something that is productive, something that is loving. How can you do that if you are opening yourself to this negativity and sleeping with somebody who treats you like that? I see this happening a lot. And for me, the first thing when I connect with somebody, sexual energy is calling me like, hey, this is what is happening. So where are you creating from? Because definitely, if at all you are in survival, that's not creation, it's desperation. And for how long do you want to be there? That's just what I wanted to come and ask you. Because insecurity, I keep on saying this, will end your relationship way faster than the third person. Often, when somebody's insecure, they're worried about the third person, but your energy is not expansive. Somebody does not feel safe around you. It doesn't matter what you're saying, it's who you being. Because often, actually, people like to throw this, what are you bringing to the table and all that. But when you have a partner who is open, who wishes you the best, who celebrates you, it's the space that they are holding, that structure for you to bring in all those desires, all those inspiration, and crystallize all of that in physical form. And that happens when you are with somebody who is confident within themselves, who has a vision and can hold that space for you. I've seen my clients, let me say I'm working with a woman and that husband has these big dreams and all that, and I'm working with somebody who is expanding, that energy shifting. The whole, like, I'll be working with the other partner, the other one is not working with me, but immediately opportunities start coming through that even that partner has not been looking for that. I have partners who call their partners and say, I'm getting into a meeting, I'm getting into a presentation right now, because they know that the space that they hold is for the expansion and multiplication of whatever that they are creating, right? That is when you marry somebody who is going to celebrate you and help you to evolve. So the partner that you choose contributes hugely to what you get to create. Some of you are in a relationship where your spouse, your partner, whatever, does not wish you well, but you are holding into codependency and masking it, sprinkling it with a bit of forgiveness, sprinkling it with an illusion of unconditional love. Unconditional love is expansive and is not attached to anything. Sometimes you get to be honest with yourself and look at your wounds. Are your wounds making a decision, or you are really making decisions from your highest self? Be honest with yourself. And the question is, what are you going to do about that? So if you are really open to finding out what is holding you back from really attracting soul aligned relationships, or reigniting the flame in your relationship, because if at all there's some generational imprints, cases and all that, they're going to hold you back. You're going to be the one who is self-sabotaging, procrastinating, getting in the way, taking one step and then three step backs. What the heck is happening? What is it that is holding you back? Are you being held back by vows or what? Or it's your partner, or it's just you because you are being held by beliefs that do not serve you anymore, especially healers. That's a story for another day. But I'm just gonna leave you with that. Be in relationship that supports your growth. But most importantly, do not sacrifice your greatness to sustain a relationship that should have been long gone for a long time, but you're just sustaining it with your energy, with your life force energy, giving it your all. And then at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you're going to resist that person like they took life away from you. But you've got a choice, because when it comes to true love sets everyone free. When you truly love someone, you wish them the best. Stop trying to make yourself the gods of other people, because that's what you guys do. They need me. You confuse being needed with love, because your wound feel like you feel better when you are giving, right? I'm gonna give something, maybe they will love me. You're operating from the rescuer mask. It doesn't save you. It's going to keep you managing chaos. But until when? Are you not tired? Have a wonderful, magical, and orgasmic day, morning, evening, wherever you're watching this. And don't forget to book a call. I'll put my link below. I can't wait to have a conversation and hear what your body, your consciousness desires to create. What is it that turns you on? What is it that is holding you back? Because what I know is when you align with your unique signature blueprint, magic happens. And some of you are complaining, I'm doing everything, I've done everything and all that, because you are doing everything while you are aligned with old templates that you have inherited. And it's time you release them. Much love. Bye-bye. I'm out.